Konnichiwa, hello, my name is Vicky and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a New Year's Eve look. When you guys are seeing this, it is going to be New Year's Eve. I didn't want to post a New Year's Eve look on New Year's Day, if that makes any sense. So we are going to be going from this shitty old mug to a more glam New Year's Eve look, and it's going to be very simple. You're basically only going to need like 3 colors. So if you guys have black, silver, gold, then you're good to go. So a little disclaimer before we get into the video: if you are super sensitive to profanity or if you are easily offended, this is not the place for you. I am a no filter bitch, so I have no idea what's gonna come out of my mouth, so keep that in mind while you are watching. So if you guys are interested in seeing me transform this mug into a glam New Year's Eve look, then just stay tuned. All right, y'all, we getting close and personal. So I don't know if you guys could tell, but I've already done my brows. I've already primed my lids. I've actually carved my brows today with some foundation. Normally I don't carve my brows, and normally I don't do brows like this. And what I mean by this is like more like of an Instagram-y brow. I don't know why. I'm just not really into it. But today we are doing a full glam, so that's why I got this going on. Now, the palettes I'm going to be using in this video today, you do not have to have them. All you have to do is have like the similar color, because I don't believe that whenever someone is trying to recreate a look that you have to have the exact same palette. I feel like if you have those colors, you can create that look with any palette. Oh, another new thing that I have here is this sparkly backdrop. I hope you guys enjoy my backdrop. It is so sparkly and shiny, and I thought that this backdrop would be great for a New Year's Eve type of opening deal. Let's go ahead and get into this eye look already. The first palette I'm going to be using is the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. I believe this is still on sale like everywhere for like $27, and I love this palette because it has so many amazing transition shades and neutral shades and some cool tones in here. So I'm actually going to take the color Tempted, and I'm going to place that all over the lid. Not the lid, I'm sorry, the crease. Now that I have that shade blended out, I'm going to take this shade called Faith, and we're going to do the same thing. Just put it in the crease. I am just trying to kind of darken this up a little bit before I put the next color down, because the next color is going to be black. Now that you have that shade blended out, you're just going to take any kind of black. I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Kristen Leanne palette. This is the Kaleidoscope palette. I'm just going to be using the black in this palette, and this is 13th Floor. For the black, I'm basically going to do the same thing. Just add it into the crease. Once you have spent your entire life blending that black out, now we are going to go in with the metallics. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and cut your crease. I am probably going to do that because I want my sparkles to just stick out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Now that I have the concealer down, I did not set the concealer. Now we're going to go in with a silver color. So I'm just going to take my ColourPop here, and I'm going to place this on the inner area up until about halfway on my lid. Once you have placed the silver onto the lid, now we're going to go in with gold. Now, I know it's not like conventional that gold and silver go together. I know there's some people who just don't like mixing metals, but I actually did this look the other day and I really liked it. So I'm going to go in again with the Urban Decay Kristen Leanne Kaleidoscope palette, and we're going to be using the color Stay Gold. And what I'm going to do is, wherever I didn't put the silver, I'm just going to extend the gold and actually create a wing with the gold. Now that you have the gold placed on there, we are going to take the gold and the silver color, and we're going to blend the middle part so they kind of transition into each other. And this part I found was a little difficult because every time I put the silver on, because it's so metallic, it covered the gold, and if I put gold on, it covered the silver. So you kind of have to go back and forth between shading each color, like, you know, little by little. First, I'm going to take the ColourPop Liberty shade, and I'm just going to pack that onto the top of the gold. So I'm going to keep doing this until I get a nice gradient that I am satisfied with. For now, I am satisfied with the amount of silver that is on my eyes, and so I'm going to go ahead with the gold color and add that on top of the silver. Now that we have all that nice and blended out and I have a gradient going on, I am going to go ahead with the lower lash line, starting with the waterline. I'm going to take the old school OG Wet n Wild Color Icon Kohl liner. Now I have used this since I was in like high school, when I used to be like really into the eyeliner days, and I still love this stuff. The only reason why I really like this, I know this is going to sound really strange, but other eyeliners, they kind of stay in your waterline. With this one, it's so easy to smudge and get like a grungy, smoky look, which is why I like the Wet n Wild. If you're someone who wants your, you know, waterline to stay black and you're adding different colors, then I wouldn't recommend this. But if you're going for a more smoky look, this is the way to go. Plus, it's like super duper affordable. Lining the waterline just brings me back to my high school days. I haven't lined my waterline in so long. I just really don't like it because I feel like with my dark brown eyes and all that stuff, it kind of just like closes everything in, but it doesn't matter because today we're going all out. Now again, for the bottom lash line, I'm going to take the Kristen Leanne palette once again, and we're going to go ahead and smudge out the bottom lash line. So I'm just going to take a smudge brush. I'm going to go into 13th Floor, the black that we used earlier, and I'm just going to kind of press this into the lash line. I am now going to take, you can take gold, you can take the silver, you can take both, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go in with the silver, and I'm actually just going to line right below the lash line with some of this. When I do that, I'm not going to bring in the metallic all the way to the outer corner. I'm just going to keep it maybe like 1/3 of the lower lash line. Now it's time for eyeliner and lashes, and I am actually going to also do my hair, and I will be right back. Alright y'all, so I went ahead and put on some eyeliner, some eyelashes, and some accessories, did my hair. My hair looks like shit, but I am not a hairstylist. I actually hate doing hair, so apologize the mess. Alright, so now we're gonna get into the face. I have already washed, primed, and moisturized my face. I used the Too Faced Hangover, and then around here on my porous areas, I went and used the e.l.f. Prep and Blur Stick. For foundation, I'm going to be using my favorite, the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. And we're just going to apply this all over the face and just blend that out. I also forgot to mention the lashes that I'm wearing, the eyeliner that I use, and the mascara I use. So the mascara, I use the No. 7 Extreme Length Mascara. And for my false lashes, I am wearing Worth It from Bold Face Makeup. And I absolutely love their lashes, and I really, really love these. For my eyeliner, I went in with the One Day Real Lasting Eyeliner 24 Hours. This is a Japanese product. I will leave the link down below for this. This is actually one of my absolute favorite eyeliners because it's the only one that does not transfer to the hood of my eyes. It literally lasts forever. I was actually wearing this when I lived back home, which is 100% humidity, so if you live in a humid area, this is the eyeliner to go. Also in the inner corners, I went and added some, I don't know if you would call these sequins or like shiny stuff. It is just these little glitter type of circles that I have here. I actually got this back home as well because I used to do a lot of nail art, so I just went ahead and used some eyelash glue and put a couple of them on the inner corner so I have a little bit of shine going on. So now let's go into concealer. I'm just going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape since I used the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. Now we're going to set the face, and I'm going to be using my favorite setting powder. This powder literally goes with every single foundation I have tried. This is the No. 7 Perfect Light Pressed Powder in the shade Fair. I'm just going to set my cheek area and any areas that I'm going to be adding powder, and of course under the eyes. Now we're going to be cutting these cheeks out, and I'm going to be using none other than the Smashbox Step by Step Contour Palette. And I'm just going to be taking my Sigma F40 brush, and let's go ahead and carve these cheeks. For the blush, I'm going to be using the ABH Blush Trio, and I'm going to be using this color right here called Rose. Now, I really don't like the pan sizes of this because look how big my blush brush is, but I absolutely love the formula of this blush because it actually stays on my face all day long. So I'm just going to give my cheeks a little bit of pop of color. Now for highlight, if you haven't guessed already, then you haven't been watching my videos, which is totally cool. I'm going to be using the ABH Emery highlighter because I want to be blinging today. I'm going to take my e.l.f. highlighting brush because I feel like this stuff just like really cakes it on there, packs it on. And like I said, I want to be blinding. Look at that blinding. Oh, I love this highlighter so much. Look at that. Oh, I love it so much. I wish I could just like bathe in this stuff. It is just so pretty. With highlighter, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I actually like to bring it down the sides a little bit because it kind of gives you a more plumper looking lip. Alright, now last but not least is lipstick. I am debating on two different colors because I know a lot of people like to do like the red lip. Sadly, your girl doesn't have a single red lipstick. Actually, ignore that. I do have a lipstick that is red, which is from Too Faced. It is the peach lipstick, and this is in the shade Breakfast Club, but every single time I put it on, it looks orange, so I think that this red is just not for me. But I actually wanted to go in with one of these colors here. I have Anastasia in Craft. Look at that, that is so pretty. Then I have my little mini Velveteen set, and this is Beat It. This is from Lime Crime, and ooh, look at that color. Whoa. Hold up. Did I just find a dupe? What the fuck's going on? I think these are, oh my goodness. These are dupes. These are dupes, you guys. I mean, it doesn't really matter because Lime Crime and Anastasia are kind of like the same price range, but look at that. That is the exact same freaking color. Who would have thunk that? Let's try a different color. I have the Anastasia Sad Girl. Now this one is metallic, but it's so pretty. Oh, look at that. I think I'm gonna have to go, yep, I'm gonna have to go with this one. This is the Sad Girl. So let me go ahead and apply this. Oh, it is so pretty. So when I went ahead and added the ABH Sad Girl, it was drying really patchy. I don't know if that's like the case with the metallic ABH liquid lipsticks. So on top of that, I decided to go ahead and put the Lime Crime Vibe. It is this really pretty pink metallic color. I kind of just added it in the middle to give like maybe a little bit of an ombre effect. Now this is the finished and final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have not been glammed up like this for the longest time, and when I say longest, I mean like 7-8 years. I don't think I've worn makeup like this because I am just a simple girl, okay? I really hope you guys enjoyed this because I am absolutely loving this look, except for my crusty ass hair because I cannot, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can absolutely not do hair. I just either ponytail, bun, down, curled, that's it. That's about the extent of my knowledge on hair, or two separate buns on each side of the head that are totally like crooked and all over the place. I really hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. I am so excited for 2019 to be here because I am so over 2018. It has been a shit show for me this year, and I honestly cannot wait to just move into the New Year's and just have a nice, refreshed, clean slate. I thank you guys so much for all the support and for just watching my videos, listening to me ramble, and all of it. For those of you who are just new here or watching, I hope you guys decide to subscribe and move forward with me. So I thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Please have a happy new year, and I hope to see you guys in 2019. As always, that is the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click that big red button that says subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you actually know when I post my videos. And as always, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, comments, or if you simply want to talk shit, leave it all in the comment section below, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!
I'm just